Hi everyone, it's Sunday, November 28th, time for another HideNet Week in Review. I'm Vera Dordick. And it's not only the 28th, it's the end of November and the close of the Thanksgiving holiday in the United States. And so that means it was a short business week for many people, especially since a lot of them make it a 4-day holiday. Regardless, let's start with Europe this week where prices were down. The news about the new South African COVID variant really put a damper on tannery purchases. That said, Asian buyers were pretty active, so that didn't absolutely kill the market. In the UK, sales were good and prices were relatively stable, and trading took place at 95 cents in sterling for the 36 plus in England, while in Ireland it was steady at 90 cents in euros. With regard to bulls in Europe, prices ended the period rather weak because business waned as the days wore on. In the end, even discounts didn't help the situation. Southern German selections were a little weaker, fluctuating between €1.40 and €1.45 per kilo. European cows are still selling well, but the price dropped nonetheless. And in the veal sector, everything is unchanged because demand still outstrips supply. In his analysis, Andrea looks at the effects of the threat of the Omicron variant and what it's already doing to the market and what the situation is with working capacities and purchasing in Italy's tanneries. Now turning to the U.S., as we said, it was not very busy because of the holiday. Prices were largely steady, although natives did see some fluctuation in price. Heavy Texas steers were unchanged again this week with seasonal weights at $31 to $32. The cow sector remains firm right now and sellers well positioned. Looking at combined export sales for the week ending November 18th, they were 628,400, and that's down 22% from the previous week's really big figure of over 800,000. Combined shipments were also down, totaling 462,300, which was lower by 15%. Slaughter for the week through Saturday, November 27th was 566,000, and that's down by 16% because of the Thanksgiving holiday. Now, the market bears watching this coming week as the news about the new variant evolves, so we'll see what effect that has on sales. Turning to South America, editor Ronald Guiel says that raw material prices dropped yet again this week, losing 7 cents to sell for $3.72 per kilo. TR1 softened by 2 cents to a reference price of $1 per square foot. The rest of Latin America was stable during the week. In other news from Brazil, September's beef slaughter was the smallest in 17 years, and exports of components for shoes grew by 12.5%. So far this year. From elsewhere in Latin America, in Argentina, Cortum CBR will be back in operation under a new name. Chile's footwear imports are up by 85%, and in Uruguay, union conflicts continue, and it's causing stoppages at the meat plants and having an effect on the number of hides produced. So that's all we have for this week, and until next week, good night from HideNet.